Hi everyone, and welcome back to the Diamond Moment. I'm your host, Luciana Cordero, and I'm here with Chris. Hi Chris, how you doing?
Good. How you doing?
I'm doing great. Okay, today we'll be talking a little bit about Chris and a little bit about the fight that's coming up. So, Chris, I wanted to start by asking you what first got you into martial arts and if there was any specific moment, any one person that inspired you to start fighting. How did you get into the sport?
So I've been doing sports my whole life. Football since I was like 8. Wrestled since I was about able to walk. Um, Something always brought me back to MMA. I wrestled in high school, wrestled in college, and I coached wrestling at an MMA gym where my college was. And I would spar with the guys, hang with the guys, and I was like, maybe it's not for me. And then I went away from it for a few years, started coaching high school wrestling out here, and something just kept calling me back to MMA. And I was like, if it's coming up twice, it's got to happen. So thought I'd step my foot in, see what's going on with it.
Yeah, great. Like, I mean, it was calling for you. You can't deny that, right? So how long have you been competing for?
Um, in wrestling, I've been competing since I was a kid. MMA, I started training here when the gym opened at UFC Gym Largo. They opened last year in October, so I started training then. But I didn't really like start taking it serious probably till I want to say mid this year. Just grinding away, trying to hone in the skills.
Yeah, great. Um, so I mean, you've been doing wrestling, you've experienced a lot of different types of martial arts, I mean, MMA. So how would you describe your fighting style when it comes to MMA and the fighting that you do now, and how would you feel that it has evolved over time?
So when I first started, back in October, I honestly couldn't even maybe throw a jab right. So I'm real fixated on like being a perfectionist when it comes to sports. So I really started honing in on the striking aspect. Um, did a couple of jiu-jitsu tournaments. Like I said, I wrestled my whole life. And as soon as I started striking, I just fell in love with it. I like to say I'm well-rounded. Like I have decent striking, I have good grappling, um, good defense for grappling. So I like to say I'm well-rounded. I'm not particular one or the other. Honestly, wherever the fight takes us, it takes us. I mean, it's a dance, and you and a partner are going to dance. So wherever it goes, it goes.
Right. I mean, I definitely need to ask, where does the name the Cali Reaper come from?
So I grew up in Watsonville, California. Kind of grew up as a ghetto kid. So everybody around the neighborhood would call me Reaper. Came out here, did a couple tournaments for jiu-jitsu, and I ended up accidentally breaking this guy's leg. So my coach started calling me the Cali Reaper because he already knew they called me Reaper. And it kind of just stuck. Like all of a sudden, everybody at the gym just calling me Cali or Reaper. So it just stuck with me.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, it's a fair warning, you know? Opponents should know what they're standing up against. Um, but yeah, it's really fun. I really love hearing the backstories of different nicknames. It definitely tells you a lot about the person, I guess you could say. Um, I wanted to ask you about like looking back, is there one lesson that you've learned through fighting that has shaped you into who you are today?
I wouldn't say fighting per se, but anybody that's ever done any type of grappling or like a grappling martial art, they know you really need to be dedicated to it in order to succeed at it. Um, and that dedication, once you do wrestling and jujitsu and any of that, life comes easy. So like everything that I went through my whole life, sports have set me up to handle that. So if it wasn't for sports, honestly, we tell you I'd probably be in prison, just the way I grew up. So sports definitely helped me in that aspect and gave me the discipline that I needed to be a troubled kid where I grew up and be able to outcome and not be a statistic there.
Yeah, I think that's really interesting because I do feel like sports definitely give you like the discipline that you need. Like you could have all the potential without any sports, you know, but sports is where it helps you like channel that potential that you have and put it into something that's gonna like do good for you instead of just like taking any different route and just going and doing anything that you can do with that potential that you have, maybe wasting it. Sports definitely like help give you an outlet. And I think that's something very important. And I think that's something that we've learned here from talking to so many different people and how being part of this sport has helped them growing into who they are now. And if it wasn't for this, maybe they would be doing something completely different. So I think it's very valuable what you just said. So, I mean, with that, martial arts are very physical. This is a very physical sport, and it does not just take a toll on you physically, it also does mentally. Because, I mean, your body can only go as far as your mind can go, right? And so, and it's also a sport where you're not just like the setbacks that you face are not just like someone saying no to your face, it's someone throwing a punch at your face, you know? Um, so, taking all of this into account, I wanted to ask you, how do you stay motivated through like moments like this, or maybe moments where you don't feel like you're at your peak in your career, where you're getting pushed down? What helps you stay motivated and be like, no, I'm going to stand back up and I'm going to keep going?
A lot of it, like I said, a lot of it has to do with me growing up in a rough area. I was blessed enough to be athletic, capable of doing pretty well at sports. I got my college paid through sports, and like like when I go back home to California, I do a lot of like camps and stuff for kids that are like in my area from troubled youth for free, and just to see those kids like know that there's something out there better than just gang violence or just being a statistic. Um, knowing, letting them, giving them a little light that it's not always rainy and dark clouds, that there's always something at the end of the tunnel. You just got to push through it. A lot of that. So when I'm feeling like, oh my God, I'm did 3 hours of this workout, I still got another hour to go. I'm beat the hell. My teammates are tired. I'm tired. Just got to push through. It's thinking about that. Like there's little Jimmy watching you, little Sarah's watching you, something like that. It would make anybody run through a wall for if the kids can see that it's not just a statistic that you can make it out. I was the only one out of my high school to make it out for the year I graduated to make it out for sports. And I thought that was enough. But with this whole fight thing, like going back home, seeing the kids and stuff, it brought even more light to what can be a dark place back home.
Yeah, definitely. And how has it been like coaching for you? Because you're a fighter, but you've coached this kids as well. How was that like, and how would you say it is different from being like fighting?
Um, I get more pleasure in watching the kids win, man, because you, like I said, I wrestled my whole life and did grappling my whole life. So like winning the titles is like good in the moment, but I can honestly tell you that like the trophies and medals I've won, I haven't looked at since probably my senior year in high school. But seeing the kids that come to me, don't know nothing, and even when they win their first match, just like the smile on the kids' faces is it's heartfelt, and I get more pleasure out of watching the kids win and achieve something that they didn't think they can achieve. I think I get more pleasure in that, and if I can motivate the kids by doing one something I love, MMA, and just combat sports, and giving them, like I said, giving them a light to see like, hey, I'm just a ghetto kid that made it out of Cali. wherever you are, no matter how hard the circumstances are, you can make it too. So just that little thing, just a smile for the kids, it's just everything.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think that as much as they're an inspiration for you and motivate you to keep pushing forward, you are that inspiration for them. So definitely give it your best, give it all you've got. It's going to be an amazing fight, and the kids are definitely going to enjoy it. I know we're definitely going to enjoy it. So again, looking back into your journey and everything that you've done to become who you are today, is there any experience that stands out to you that you're like, oh, this was definitely like a turning point in my career, and like that made you feel that you feel like it shaped who you are today, and it definitely made a difference?
Yeah, like there's a lot of events like we can talk for hours on just life experiences back home. Like first time I ever saw like a person get murdered was probably like 6 years old. So like it kind of shapes you into an individual where violence you know how bad humans can go, and you can see the violence that people take. And honestly, like when I'm in the cage, I feel at peace. And as weird as that may sound, like I feel like that's where I'm most peaceful is in the cage. There's no outside noise. It's just me and somebody across from me. And when you're out in the world, you got to worry about so much other things. You got to worry about getting hit by a car. You got to worry about someone getting in a random shootout. Where in the cage, it's me and I just got to worry about somebody else. That's to me, that's peace.
Yeah, I mean, I think that like growing up surrounded by so much violence that you cannot control, being in a space where okay, it can be violent but you can control it and you can decide how far you take it and how far it all goes, and also be like disciplined about it, learn about it. I can definitely see how it can bring you peace being in that situation, and I think it's really like a really special way to look at it, um to find this peace in violence in a different way that people would expect, which has been amazing to hear. But well, now we're gonna get into talking a little bit more about the event, which is right around the corner. Very excited. It's Valhalloween. So how are you feeling about it?
I feel good, man. I got a good group of guys around me, training partners. Um, been training with his good heavyweights. His name is Ashton. He's going to be coming up the ranks here soon. I got Nick Ficetti in my corner, world team member. I got Yuri Simone, I've been training jiu-jitsu with. He was a world-class jiu-jitsu guy. My other jiu-jitsu guy, Zach Allen, another world-class black belt. Like I got a good group of guys. The guy that made the gym at UFC Gym Largo and UFC Gym Pinellas Park, Ozzy, he got the best of the best guys to come train his fighters. And if it wasn't for him, man, I honestly don't know how long I would have kicked the can down the road to do MMA. But with the coaches here and the teammates here, it's almost a slap in the face to the guys that he brought in here not to do it, especially with certain backgrounds that certain individuals have that are on the team. So if it wasn't for them, man, it's I'm just blessed to have a good group of guys around me.
Yeah, that sounds amazing. And how has training been like for the fight coming up?
It's been going good. Anybody that tells you that fight camp is always sunshines and rainbows is lying to you. You're gonna have highs and lows in the training camp. You're gonna have days where you don't want to be in the out training, but you got that's where the mental toughness comes in, and you got to push through it. And if you can push through a training, the fight should be easy. Um, as long as you're putting in the work. My football coach used to tell me, practice is where you try to make your money, and then during game days and fight days, that's payday. That's where you put in everything that you learned.
Yeah, definitely. That's a great way to look at it. And so now, what do you expect from the Valhalloween, the fight coming up? What are your expectations?
Honestly, I'm not going in it with really any expectations. Like this is my first MMA fight. Um, I've been in some big competitions for like other sports, so I'm just kind of riding the wave and see what happens. It's I'm looking forward to it. It looks like a great promotion. Like I said, I've never fought in it. I don't have anybody that's fought in it before. But the promoter, anytime I had a question, quick to answer. The fight posters look amazing. He's got you guys doing interviews, which is fantastic. I'm just enjoying the ride, man. This is honestly, it's a blessing to be able to be in this position to do somewhat anything that's, let alone on pay or even just step in an octagon. I'm just enjoying the ride, and I appreciate the promoter and everything else for setting all this up for the fighters that are dreaming big.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's the best way to approach it. Just enjoy every step of the way, and it's gonna be great. What would you say that we can expect as the audience to see from you and your teammates on fight day?
So a lot of probably intense. I mean, it's a fight, and it's fights are always intense, no matter where you come about it. Um, we're gonna stay confident and humbled the whole time, win, lose, or draw, no matter what. I don't have any ill will towards my opponent. I don't have any ill will towards anybody. It's the sport. That's just what we have to do. We have to go in there, put on a show. He's gonna try to hurt me, like I'm gonna try to hurt him. That's the fight game. So I'm just gonna enjoy everything about it. And after we're said and done, hopefully we can say with hi after the fight, give each other a hug, and go from there.
Yeah, that sounds great. And well, final question before we're done. I wanted to ask you, is there any advice that you could give maybe anyone who's trying to get into martial arts, combat sports? Maybe they just got started and they're trying to like find their place here. Any advice that you have for them?
Yeah, step out your comfort zone. When you're in your comfort zone, you don't grow. When you're outside your comfort zone is when you'll start seeing the potential in yourself. Um, Forget about the naysayers. Everybody's going to tell you that you suck one way or the other, but there's also going to be people there that are invested and truly believe in you. Um, and even if you don't know me and don't know anything about me, and I don't know you, if you're trying to get into the sport, I'm 100% behind you. You can always reach out to me. I'm pretty easy to get a hold of on my Instagram at the Cali Reaper. Have any questions, man? Just reach out to me. Whatever I know. I'm new into this game too, so we can grow together.
Yeah, that sounds great. Thank you so much. And now I'm going to give you like a minute where you can talk to our audience and invite them to come see you. Just hype them up for the event that's coming up.
All right, guys. Valhalloween, October 25th. Fight start at 7. Come check us out, man. There's going to be a lot of bangers at this. They have a couple title fights going up. I know ours is a super fight. It's going to be a lot of fun. If you guys are into combat sports or even thinking about doing it, let me know now. You want to see it before you jump into it, because everybody has a plan so they get punched in the mouth. But at least you get to see somebody else get punched in the mouth first before you do. So come check us out. It's definitely going to be a banger with all the fights happening.